For me, the world is a cornucopia of symbols and hidden messages. Everything is a love letter from the universe. There is so much we understand, but there is so much we don't. Poetry helps us decipher where we falter and, in its own way, becomes a roadmap for living. This is Sunil Bhandari, and you are listening to Uncut Poetry. Breasts as shelter. She, with her breasts nursing in my chest like little kittens, precious, seeking sanctuary, giving solace in return, in a world too enamored with them to forget beyond flesh an offering, a bridge, a symbol, as they are cupped, a permission to enter inner sanctums of a life, a body, a heart, a soul. If a man or woman could go beyond the texture, touch, taste, and know them for more than disruption or distraction, to be the home, the shell, the shelter they were always meant to be. We are terrible at recognizing symbols. That's why much of popular art believes in high jinx, and the subtler, softer art of hidden stories and allegories find their home in empty art galleries. For me, one of the greatest joys of living in a world full of wonders is to find symbols and messages where probably there are none. But stop me. It all started in my childhood when I and my mum lazed in our garden, each chewing a strand of sweet summer grass, watching clouds, discerning shapes out of them, and she saying, "The next cloud will be what you will be when you grow up," and laugh uncontrollably when it turned out to be the shape of rotund elephant. And now everything sets me up. From a random political poster saying Savdhan as I step to start a day, to the way my skin crawls when I enter a home I don't like, from the unusually generous splash of jam on my morning toast put by my wife, to the way flowers fall on me at the exact moment I pass a tree. If I am crossing a road and a dark cloud passes the sun, my instincts go alive. If I step out and a child coos at me, I start looking forward to a lovely beatific day. I have never tracked the efficacy or the evolving truth of the messages, because for me it is enough that they are there. More than their truth, it's their presence which thrills me. It's like the universe is having a secret conversation with me, as if it is being both naughty and generous, sharing secrets and giving messages. Be aware, beware, be alive. In the same vein, the body of a loved one is chock-a-block with messages. The arc of an eyebrow, the way a hand is withdrawn, the seconds in which a hug is broken, the way her thighs touch yours when you sit in a crowded hall, the way she smiles in an elongated silence, the way music wafts out of a filigreed window as you walk to a lover's house, the way she lets her breast caress your chest in the gentlest way as she kisses you on your cheek. Beyond practicalities, our entire body is a gorgeous possibility of messaging. The subtle art of Vipassana asks us to explore our body for messages, to observe and move on. For in that observance lies the recognition that it is important to know, but equally vital is the immediate passage away from this realization. I see the morning sun filter through the leaves, and there's a delicate dance happening on the walking path. A snail waits for me, probably to let me lift it to the garden on the upper ground. It's actually lifting me up. It's gonna be a good day. This is Sunil Bhandari, and you are listening to Uncut Poetry. If you enjoyed this poem, rate it on Spotify or leave a comment on Apple Podcast. And I have a lovely newsletter called The Uncuts, which is like a Sunday dollop of warmth and fun and beauty. Subscribe to it. The link is in the show notes. And if you loved this episode, please do share it with someone you love. See you next week.